Hi, Seafood Bob. Reflex Sharp Response System. This is just a little bit of the knife patterns that I put together, based mostly on Cadena de Mano and several other arts, and kind of my own perspective over the years. So these are my patterns. There's just simply patterns. They're all from Philippine martial arts. This is not the MEDUSA system. MEDUSA system is all stab, point-driven stuff, and we will do videos on that. That's very, very effective as well. But these are some of the Philippine patterns. Okay, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 13. Right? Okay, again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So you can do this at any speed that you want. But do it slow at first. Make sure you get it down. Everything's precise. You want to get the right angles. There you go. Now, let's take that a little further. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Here's this 13. Now watch. 1. When I bring this over, I'm going to hook that hand and jab. Back. Slash his bicep. Come underneath the armpit. Rip up underneath his armpits. Jam his shoulder. Right? Stab to the neck. Pull back, ripping. Stab to his neck. He blocks it. I cut across. He blocks it. Blocks it like that. Like that. I'm going to yank back. And I'm going to jam his shoulders. I switch feet. Grab his head. Stab. Stab. Stab to his belly. He stabs towards my belly. Boom. I'm going to block down, blocking it, bring my knife up this way, out here. I'm going to bring my right foot up, and I'm going to stab to his neck or eye, slash across his eyes, hand here, pull his arm down, step up with my left, step back with my right, lift up his elbow, stab to his belly, rip out, stab underneath his ribs. He comes angle 2 up here. I slash his wrist, checking at the elbow, push it down, stab to his neck. He blocks it. I'm going to grab his hand from underneath, step over my right, left goes back, and I slash his neck. 1, 2, then to his lung, and to his throat or his eye. Okay, so again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Flip it over, jam, come back, slash down the bicep, underneath the armpit, rip up, okay, stab to his neck, rip it back out, stab to his neck, he blocks it, come across his throat, jam his shoulder, switching feet, grab the back of his head and pull him in, drop my elbow and stab, stab, stab to his belly. Like that, he tries to stab me. I'm going to drop back, just kind of shoot back, my right foot and my left foot comes back, and I jam that. I bring my right foot up and stab him, grab and cut across, hold it in, bring it down, switch feet again, left's forward now, lift up his elbow, stab underneath to his belly, rip out, stab underneath his ribs. He comes up here, I slash, right, from here, push it down, stab towards his neck, he blocks it, I grab his hand from underneath, step over from the right, left goes back, and I slash his throat, lung, and neck. So this last part here, 1, 2, 3, right? Boom. There you go. Okay, next. This is with the ice pick or heaven grip, blade down. Figure 8, 1, 2, then hook, slash under his armpit, hook his right hand from the outside, and then slash underneath the armpit, straight down the center, across his forehead, push back, up and out, block, his hands come to the front, pull as you stab, jam his shoulder, grab his head, 1, 2, 3, down to his belly, right, and stab into his funeral artery over here in the leg, on the inside of his leg. Then the other leg, cover your head, on the outside of his right arm, latch on, grab the elbow, slash his bicep, turn it over, bring his hand down, stab to the neck, pull him down, and stab. So again, right? Okay, little bonus. This is from the Boondock ESKRIMA from Guru Joe Hunkar. Okay, this is angle 1, then slash across the belly. So it comes down, he moves back, slash across the belly, slash across the belly, and down, stab to the belly, pull back, stab, right? Boom, step forward, stab, and then circle, circle, circle. So again, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this you want to switch feet. Also, especially if you're using a smaller knife, which isn't going to be quite as effective for slashing. Remember, always practice your draw. Something like this, that's a live knife. Don't work with a live knife. I'm going to do this very, very slow. So with something like this, what I'm going to do here, sit this back in here, is if somebody starts to come up, hey, and they're starting to come at me, just because they start the fight or they start to move in, doesn't mean they need to get to finish it. You have to be aware, right? Bow! I'm going right to his eyes, hit him, under uppercut, grab onto him, latch him, elbow, 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 reach down, stab, 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 cut, stab, you know. And this is a very, very effective way with a small knife, because if they're wearing thick clothing and stuff, slashes a lot of times won't work. So it's very important. Medusa would tell you that, you know, that's always the case. I think if you have a good, sharp, large knife, there is a place for slashing. Even though stabs are more lethal and they stop a person faster, they both are useful. But with a smaller knife, absolutely. Stab, point-driven self-defense. And even in any knife, it's important to have that. Where I use the slashing motion with most, even with a larger knife, a lot of times is on the back part. So in other words, I stab in and then slash back, which means that, you know, I'm not trying to slash through as close as much as I've got my knife in the person and I'm cutting back to make it more lethal. Okay, remember, self-defense is about avoidance. You don't, you know, de-escalation, and even downright escape. You do not want to use something like this unless you absolutely have to. You're defending the life of yourself or a loved one or someone where you have no choice.